you're thinking about Canadian companies, Canadian equities, what sort of areas would you be looking in right now where you see potential over the next year or so, Dennis?
Well, I think Canadian equities in general are very well positioned for what I'll call the return of the old economy, things that are especially commodity driven where Canada excels. So things like energy and agriculture, where we're very well regarded, I think will be beneficiaries for years to come. So in the energy space, given the turmoil we expect in the market in the next 3 or 4 months potentially, we like things like Enbridge. It's one of our biggest holdings. It's what I call a holding you could sleep at night very well on, because it is a nice dividend. It's about 6.2%. It's a resilient business model. When you think of the underlying drivers for this company, it moves 20% of U.S. LNG through the Gulf Coast, and that's going to grow. It's well positioned in LNG on the west coast of Canada. It has 98% of its revenue or cash flow bolstered by cost of service contracts or just fixed contracts. So that's very resilient. Inflation factors are well taken care of, again, because they have protectors or levers in their contracts, I think on 80% of their EBITDA. So it's a great stock to own in this kind of an environment where you collect your dividend and you still have the upside to any strength in underlying commodities.
Another company that you see potential in right now is OCI, the Dutch nitrogen products company. What is it that you like about this one?
Yeah, this one's pretty simple. Our thesis on nitrogen is it is well supported by high gas prices in Europe, because the biggest input cost for nitrogen and its various products is natural gas. So companies like OCI and CF with low cost gas inputs relative to, say, Europe, means that they have very good margins, because on the revenue side, they have a price that's supported by higher gas prices in Europe, but their own internal costs are supported by the fact that in OCI's case, their product is primarily generated in places like the US or in the Middle East or in North Africa, where you have low-cost gas sources.